Hello everyone, my name is Tivstra and welcome back to Imperial Splendour. So let's just go ahead and jump into the naval battle which I promised you. So to recap, if you didn't watch the end of the last part, I am being attacked by the Danish Navy because I blocked the Danish trading ports and actually the bases for their other navy. And that army is unfortunately for them, I think, not strong enough to actually defeat us. But the balance of power said that they actually should have a decent chance at defeating us. But I beg to differ. And that is mainly down to the fact that the hulls of their ships are very significantly damaged. Even though they have actually loads of ships. Also, I am receiving reinforcements. I believe this is the only reinforcement coming in from this side. Thankfully, I have the wind with me. Come on, let me select it. Come on. Oh, never mind then, apparently. So this might be the other fleets actually coming in, and that should be everywhere from 3 to maybe 5 ships, I think. Let's find out. There we go. I'll wait until I get every ship, and then I will group them up. And was that it? Apparently that was it. Thankfully these guys were also on auto move. So, as I said, let's... Oh, I selected a bit more than I actually wanted right there. There we go. But just keep steady. And one more ship. Oh yeah, this was the ship that I thought I got when the other ones actually came in. But here we go. The battle is actually about to start already. Oh, so I did a weird grouping, yeah. Yeah, I actually moved these guys when I wanted to group only those. So that caused some weirdness, not that much. So yeah. If we take a look at my opposition, they have 6 guns. 6. 19. That's quite good for you. 6, and so on and so on. And the hulls are significantly damaged. So yeah, I am definitely meaning what I say when I say that I don't think they should have any chance of actually defeating me. Even though, indeed, the balance bar are not really agreeing with me. Let's try to cut in there. But yes, this is still bound to be quite a long naval fight, just because they take ages to actually finish, and you can't really do much about that. So my 4th race is doing its job, and it hasn't taken that much damage. It has only lost 1 gun. Let's see, where should we cut in line here? About there. Something like that. How are you guys doing? You are still far away. Actually, I laid the course a bit more like this, so you can wrap around and also take out the leading ship. Go, getting a few point-blank shots in. Look at that hull. It should have been sinking the moment it left port. Actually, it should have been sinking at the port it was stationed at. Yeah, you can see multiple ships are wavering. So let's see. Do we want to try to turn them around? Turn them around. Probably. And just chase them like this. Okay, so we are cutting like that. Let's try to get as close as possible, so we can do the most damage as possible. And these guys are still sailing up against the wind, so I don't think they will actually be able to reach the battle before it's finished. Or before they really can have the impact on it. Also, these guys are not faring too well. They're still only wavering though. And I'm actually surprised to see no ships actually sinking yet. I guess the hulls still have a bit of strength in them, except for this guy. He can handle it. I think it actually might have been down to the turn, which actually caused him to turn over and sink. I have seen that happen before. Or it might be me interpreting game mechanics like something else. And it's actually the fact that they haven't taken on water for so long. I don't know. It's something. Anyway. Yeah, I think this is a good line to keep, because we want to cut off the front of the line. Anyway, one ship is sinking. There's another one. This one is definitely sinking. Look at this one. Oh dear. Still able to hit me though. That's interesting. Also, they turned, which I didn't pay attention to. Also, one of my ships are burning. Not too badly, apparently. But anyway. These guys are... yeah, they're sinking. These guys are still floating, but I think it's only a matter of time. They are still managing to get shots over though. Yeah, they are starting to split up a bit. Especially this guy right there. Or is following some very weird line. Or it's just this guy who has actually taken matters into his own hands. Yes, yet more ships sinking. But this ship is still floating. Yes, I'm still impressed about that. Yeah, you are never going to be near this battle. And we are also sailing directly against the wind. Not a particularly good idea. But yeah, this is going to take a while. So let's go ahead and speed it up. Something went a bit awry in the unit grouping there. Not that it really matters that much. Let's see, you guys can turn with them like that. Well, this guy should be toast. And finally, these guys are sinking. That was long overdue. Oh dear. Now I'm on fire, and I'm routing. And I'm probably gonna explode as well. Look at that color of smoke. Something is definitely burning here. Yeah, that's not good. They're probably gonna explode. Oh well. Anyway, let's go a bit more for the direct targeting. And actually dissolve the groups. Let's just make sure that this guy surrenders. Or is sunk. There we go. And then just give them a general movement order. So, what happened? Well, you are still floating, but I don't know if you will be able to operate out of this. We'll see though. Actually, I could just go ahead and do this. That was too late. Let's go for you instead. Yeah, they have very few men. That's probably what I should have done from the start, because of the number of men they had remaining. But anyway, it still would have resulted in a decisive victory, which I got. So there you have it. I deployed 11 ships, lost 0, so thankfully that didn't explode the burning ship, and I killed 8 of the enemy. I also captured 4. Let's see. We have, if I can actually manage to select them properly, there we go, a 6 trait, a 6 trait, a trade ship, and a 6 trait. I actually think I have a decent sized navy, and I don't actually think I need any more ships. Not when you consider the fact that I pretty much destroyed the entire... I destroyed the entire Danish navy. So yeah, I will not capture those ships to my fleet, I will instead take the prize money. So there we go. Let's see, that should be everything. Or it might not be, actually. These guys might still be... Yes, those guys are still remaining, because they are in a barricaded port, or a blocked port. I guess that resulted in them not being called into the fight. So that was actually... that was only that navy snack. Huh, that was interesting. But anyway, I'll still destroy the most noteworthy part of the Danish navy, because these guys are still damaged, and well, I guess these guys are still being able to be used, but I'm not too worried about them. Anyway, we can attack Copenhagen, I think. I'm just gonna take a look at the balance bar here. And actually they do have loads and loads of men, because the Danish... I really think the Danish should also follow the Swedish limit size, like 140 men in a unit instead of 200. But apparently that's not the case, so unfortunately that means that we have to get ourselves yet more men enabled to be able to actually invade Denmark. So let's see, that's not what I was after. I was after this. What do we need? Do we just go for more line infantry and leave the artillery behind? I don't know, it will take a few turns nonetheless. Anyway, we have enough money to build the military academy, which will only allow us to recruit some carabine hunters and some cuirassiers and a few Jaegers. Actually, we need something else in order to get the Jaegers, probably some rifling or something like that, but at least it enables us to research the new model bayonet drill, and of course the unit training capacity. That's always a good thing. Do we want to go for the Great Arsenal as well? Maybe, because that allows us to gain access to the 16-pound howitzer battery, which is a really, really strong unit. But I don't know, that will take quite a while, and I don't really want to wait that long. Anyway, we can actually recruit a few grenadiers, And yeah, I think we'll go for yet more line infantry. So, unfortunately this will be a bit boring until we get to that point. Oh, and the Polish are trying to capture Denmark, apparently. And they might succeed, and that would be bad. Not because I'm at war with the Polish or anything, but I really want to have Denmark. I believe it's a very, very profitable province. Not compared to Sweden, of course, but still very profitable. Also, it has a university, and you can never get enough universities. Well, you can, but I haven't. Not yet. But yeah, that means that this turn has to end. So, will the Danish actually try to break out of the blockades I have going? They have to, right? I really am starving their economy. Anyway, new port emerges. Kronstad in Ingria. So, do we want to build a dry dock there? I don't think so. We have a dry dock. Do we need more than one? I'm not too sure about that. I think we'll actually just go for a standard local fishery. So, back in Stockholm, what do we want to recruit? Let's see, are those with the other types of measurements? I don't know. It isn't clear from this description. And yeah, I really don't think we need more artillery. We only need more men, more proper men. Yeah, I think I'll dismiss the militia pretty soon. Actually, let's do it now. And what would be filled? This, and then I guess we'll have to go another batch, and we should be ready. Or we could actually do it, make it a bit simpler for ourselves, and actually take one of our armies which are actually ready to be doing stuff here. But yeah, I actually don't think that is a good idea, just down to the fact that getting all of these men all the way from Crimea, all the way back to Sweden, will actually take a lot of turns. So I don't think that is a good idea. Which of course means that we have to end the turn in order to actually recruit those units. So, what are the Polish doing? I don't think they captured Denmark yet, so we don't have to worry about that. But if they do succeed in actually weakening the Danish, I'm all for it. Meanwhile, our technology advances. Let's see. I'm just taking a look at what we actually are researching. And we are a bit close to actually researching all there are. So I guess we'll have to build a bit so we can actually go ahead and get further down at the threes. So, a great arsenal. I guess we'll have to build that. And there goes most of my money. Hooray. Yeah, let's build another grenadier. And then in the turn after this, let's queue up a few more line infantry, and then they will all be ready at the exact same time. Yay for that. Yeah, and up to that we really only have to end the turn and yeah, just wait until that point. So the Danes are apparently satisfied with the status quo until we actually get stuff done. Oh, a lot of guys died. Oh, that was actually my main general here, and we can't recruit. Well, we can't like automatically get a new general. Apparently, we can't. Huh? How do I get a new general then? Do I get like a man of the hour thing? Yeah, I can't recruit any. Interesting. Anyway, also, oh no, our other general also died. What a disaster. Let's see, can I recruit a general from my cities? Yes, we can. I guess we'll have to do that then. Let's see, we also have a lot of money, so I will do as I said I would. But we also have to pull in one general. I thought like one of our men in the actual cabinet died. Speaking of the cabinet, we definitely need to change out that guy. But I don't see any replacements, really. That guy, maybe. So, what goes with that? He believes in punishment should be fit to crime. Okay, good for him. Minus happiness to lower classes. That sucks a bit. Minus happiness to lower classes. That also sucks a bit. It's minus to the clamor for reform. That's also great. Minus to management. Plus for army. And that goes. Plus happiness for lower classes and minus happiness for nobility. I think we might have found a worthy candidate there. And this guy's also worthless. How old is he? 46. Even better. So let's give him that. And he is actually fit for that role. Do we get a bonus? Yes, we do. We get +1 to repression across the theatre. Which of course is the European theatre, which all of our provinces are in. At least for the moment. But yeah, other than that, other than all of the stuff with the journal, nothing has really changed. So, just keep sticking with the plan. And another thing that I actually need is an admiralty. Or a naval board, or whatever the next level is. So that's probably where my money from this turn will go. Speaking of the income I am getting, I think I'll have to invest that money sooner or later to actually get stuff like this built and also upgraded. Because, of course, with every unit I'm building, the upkeep is going up that, and that is not fun. And that means that I, of course, have to gain more income elsewhere. And the way I fixed that the last time was just to upgrade actually things like farms. So it's very simple to do, but of course means that I have to spend loads of money on that. Anyway, Lullion has finally popped, so let's build a school there. And we actually can afford that, but we might rather want to actually upgrade this admiralty. I don't know. Just in case it actually gets captured, Moscow that is, let's build it in our capital. Other than that, in other news, I should say, our army are one turn away from being ready to go. So, you want to give me a province that isn't worth anything, against a province that is definitely worth something. I don't consider that a fair trade. Not at all, really. Also, you are controlling this province. Oh, is this your capital now? This little thing right there. Anyway, that is no deal. Also, apparently all of the Russian professors actually got rejected from this university, or they are going out of this school, which still isn't built, right? Yeah, so I think they all got ejected from this. Anyway, nation destroyed. Venice, by the Austrians, which are actually building themselves a very hefty empire. They have all of Italy. Wow, that's quite a feat. Well, not all of Italy, but certainly the majority of Italy. They have actually loads of the coast of the Adriatic Sea. Actually, all of the coast of the Adriatic Sea. I guess their only main rival is actually Poland-Lithuania. Are they at war? That'd be nice. Let's see. No, they're actually allied. That's interesting. So I guess they lost... Yeah, they probably lost Prague to Prussia. And then the Prussians was killed by the Polish and Lithuanian. Anyway. We are Swedish, so we are actually not to worry about that. Not yet, anyway. So finally, with all of this, we should have an army ready to actually strike on Copenhagen itself. Also, we have a bit of money which we can spend, and I'm going to spend it the way I told I was going to spend it, with a bit of upgrading. Let's see, region wealth, that's always a good thing, and that drained most of my money. And I don't see any... Actually, here's one. There we go. An upgrade... I was going to say hammer, but an upgrade site... A sign. There we go. And yeah. With that, we can end the turn. Also, I don't get why this army is still stationary here. You should at least go and defend your capital. I guess that is of no interest to them, which is very, very weird. Still nothing. Yes, here we go. Great arsenal. Which of course brings with it great artillery. This is legendary. Look at the range of that. Yeah, I certainly need a few of those. But do I need that immediately? I don't actually think I need that. I'd rather use the money right now to actually upgrade other places. And there went most of my money actually. And I don't have enough to upgrade any farms I can upgrade. They usually actually do give a lot of income. There we go. But finally we can join our army. And Attack. Oh, we are missing a unit. Yes, that is of course the general units, which died. And there we go. We are still vastly outnumbered due to the Swedish debuff, you can say. But this should still be a fight, which I think we should be easily able to win. Also, if you can actually abuse this artillery, we could definitely be scoring a lot of kills with using that. And of course, we have a lot of these infantry when they have mainly armed citizenry. But yeah, that battle will be taking place in the next part. So I hope you enjoyed this part. Rate, comment and subscribe if you did. And as always, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.